So, if you're not really on Twitter or didn't hear about it yesterday, which was January 25th, Respawn announced that EA has officially extended its deal with Lucasfilm Games to make more video games set in the Star Wars universe. With this announcement, they also told us that Respawn currently has 3 different games in production just for Star Wars. One is a continuation for the Jedi series, so it looks like we're getting a Fallen Order sequel or something of that sort. Second, they're making a Star Wars strategy game being developed by a studio led by XXCOM people called Bit Reactor. And third, we have a team at Respawn making a new Star Wars based FPS game. By the way, make sure you subscribe to the channel while you're here, like the video, click all the links down in the description. I am excited for a new Jedi game, and I think it'll be a ton of fun. I played Fallen Order and enjoyed it, and I know my brother will also be super excited for this. It's right up his alley. He's the one that actually created my interest and love for Star Wars and even video games in general. So hopefully at EA Play Live, Respawn will give us a release date for the Jedi title, and it should be a pretty early release date given that they've been working on that title for years already, or at least 1 or 2 years, I'm pretty sure. Also, a new strategy game is cool, and it'll be interesting to see what this new studio at Bit Reactor can come up with, because this studio is very, very new. But these 2 games aren't why you clicked on the video, and not why I'm interested in this news either. If you're anything like me, you're addicted to FPS games. So the news that Respawn is making a new FPS game is huge news for people like us. Also, I'm just throwing up some Titanfall 2 gameplay because that's the only Respawn title I've played recently, and I sadly don't have any Battlefront gameplay. But if you enjoy watching me play games or just want to talk and hang out, follow me over at twitch.tv/Crypt6. Now, obviously, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're excited no matter what about this. But even if you're just an FPS fan that doesn't really care about Star Wars, you should also be really excited about this. I mean, it is Respawn developing a new FPS game after all. The creators of both Titanfall and Apex are heading up a new game that's right in their wheelhouse. Like, bro, it's Star Wars. We have a bunch of advanced technology to use and adapt to make an actually fun and entertaining gameplay loop and have it make sense in lore. There's also so much existing lore and fun things and eras to just explore in Star Wars. Just the news of Respawn, Star Wars, and FPS is enough to tell us to expect a good game to play in the future. Now, I know Titanfall fans are yelling at me right now, and trust me, I did not forget. The one thing I'm really hoping this new title will have is some cybersecurity. Titanfall 2, Battlefront 2, even Apex have all had plenty of issues with hackers and all of that. Between people DDoSing and taking the Titanfall series just completely offline, DDoSing of Battlefront 2 is what I'm pretty sure I've heard about, and the countless hackers and the July 4th attack of Apex. I mean, the only reason we can still play Titanfall 2 at the moment is because of a community-made mod that allows custom servers. Now, I do understand cybersecurity as a basic problem, and I know how difficult of a problem it is to solve. In general, hackers are miles and miles ahead of cybersecurity measures. As of right now, you really just kind of patch and exploits as they come up. It's a very hard problem to solve, but it definitely needs to be the highlight of this title. If it's a PvP title, of course. If it's a single-player game, this point literally doesn't matter at all. As far as what I want to see from this FPS game though, I honestly am just putting all my hopes and dreams into this game being PvP. The reason I'm skeptical about this one is being PvP is because Respawn has been working on, in their own words, a new IP for quite some time now. That, I believe, was a single-player FPS game. So, the new IP piece of info could have just been a mislead back then, since Star Wars is an existing intellectual property already. Or they could just be working in a gray area, where maybe this is a new game series just set in the Star Wars universe, much like Fallen Order was, and they're calling it a new IP because it's a new title. It gets confusing. I don't know, man. I'm not a lawyer. I just really hope that this Star Wars game is separate from the single-player IP that they have been working on for a while now. I just know I would love a Respawn-developed Star Wars PvP FPS game. Comment down below what you want to see from this new title. I just want this game to be fun, to be honest with you. We can kind of make some predictions about the game though. My assumptions here are based on it being a PvP game, since that is what I want. If it's a single player game, I'm sure we're in for an amazing campaign pretty much no matter what. Respawn has shown time and again that they know what they're doing when it comes to story games. But anyways, this is going to be a Respawn developed game, and if we can tell anything from all of their past titles, that means a new FPS game will be a hero shooter of some kind. Titanfall 2 was a sort of a hero shooter, with your pilot ability being your hero identity and your Titan being your ult. And obviously, Apex is just a big boy hero shooter. So of course, I'm expecting this new game to adopt some sort of hero shooter to match their pattern. But in general, I'm just excited for a new FPS developed by Respawn. I'm hopeful it will be good and can leverage the Star Wars universe to help it become a great game. I'm not expecting any crazy Titanfall movement or anything. After all, it is a Star Wars title. I expect it to be made for the masses. But I expect there to be a crazy good grapple mechanic. I don't ever want to see a Respawn title without a good grapple in the game. That's it though, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Just a heads up, I'm going to start only releasing videos when I have actual inspiration for a video and when I have time to make them as well. It has to meet both of those criteria. So videos are probably about to slow down a little bit and probably won't be coming out every Wednesday like usual. Just keep an eye out on the page and on my social media to stay updated on when a video is coming out, and make sure you follow me over at Twitch if you want to see me more often than when I post videos. The links are in the description. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all next time. GG's and goodbye.